I've officially been welcomed into and down the electric callboy rabbit hole that completely blew me away vocally. And many of you were nice enough to point out that they in fact have two singers, Kevin and Nico. Kevin primarily handling the screams and growls, and Nico primarily handling the singing. Man, they blend well. It's a little difficult to tell with the haircuts in the last video. I'm sure this one, HYPA HYPA, which was the next one everybody recommended I check out because of the vocal antics, will be much more clear, and I was warned about the ending. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Okay. There is a ton going on with these different vocal textures, and if you know what to listen for and how they're generally created, you can enjoy them even more. Let's go back. Okay, even right there, we have the general clean melody, and then we have yelling with distortion, and then we have pitch screams, and they're all three layered together and produced so well. Listen one more time in this layer. All night long. Like right there, we have all night long, and then we have the all night long, and then, listen really carefully. Pretty and a Liepe. We have this pitch scream going on back there, which is way more brutal than just the yell distortion. Ah! Yeah, pretty and a Liepe! That sort of thing going on, panned out, buried in a bit of verb. These three layers, so subtle, but so cool, and it sets you up for what's coming, even though what's coming still hits you in the face. Hey girl, all night long. Listen to these transitions here. Your body moves. Listen to your body moves, how it goes in and out of primary chord engagement, his true voice, their true voice, and then up to this pitch scream, this broken up sound that engages your false chords. Your body moves! I think this is what makes this style of screaming so wonderful, because you still get the characteristics peeking in from the person's normal, real voice, coupled with the brutal breakup. And then they layer in the low, the growls. Now that is a completely different technique, and it removes the primary chords. That's why it's deeper. That's why you hear no original voice, no pitch whatsoever. Now, we're 26 seconds into the song, and already there's been 4 types of singing or vocal engagement. Clean singing, this compressed or gritty yell, pitch screams, and growls, or false chord screams is what a lot of people call them, although all of these are dealing with the false chords in some way. We get the gritty broken up yells by increasing our volume a little bit, not as much as you might think, and then thinking about lifting something heavy. This desk is heavy, I'm gonna lift it, and I'm gonna keep talking. You're actually holding back air with the same mechanism that keeps us from choking or drowning. Then, If we want the extreme breakup, those pitch screams, a great way to access those is to push your natural chest voice range up to the point to where you crack. And right as you're cracking, give yourself more support. La, 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 oh! And learn how to lean into that. Then the growls, a great way to do that is to sigh. Sigh from your head voice down. Sigh, sigh, sigh. And as you learn how to catch that sigh, as you transition from head voice into chest voice, you can create this brutal low engagement. More on that in lots of other videos I've done on the channel, and foundations for how to start doing this well in my free course linked in the video description. I had to touch on all this variety close to the very beginning of the video so that you can listen along with me and enjoy all the different stuff they're doing. All right, so I want to know that it's true, and then I want to know that it's true! Layered together. What cool textures! All night long. That's a neat harmony there. Part of what makes this work so well is the way the vocals are produced. We've got the harsh, extreme screams going almost constantly in this section, but they take a backseat to the relatively clean singing and the yells. And then there's this call and answer thing that happens where they become prominent. Some of you recommended that I check out the live version right after I do the studio version. I might have to do that. There's so much interplay between the different vocal sounds, and the production is highlighting that. It'd be really interesting to see how they pull this off live. I want to listen to the entrance in that clean singing one more time. There's some subtle things going on with his voice that I find really compelling. Turn, 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 turn. Do you hear how he took the same notes over and over again and grew his voice? He added weight to it. He started almost on the verge of like passive in the car singing. Turn, 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 turn. Where it's kind of like flippant and light. And then he added a ton of vocal weight to it as he continued those same notes. This is overlooked almost all the time when we're listening to vocalists. We think about, oh, they're adding more energy. Yeah, they're adding more energy as a function of adding more weight to their voice. Being lighter. Being able to keep the same pitch and add a ton of weight and thereby adding energy because of this weight, it's a different engagement. It's a different way to use your vocal muscles. You create tons of dynamics, which is what helps us connect emotionally to songs. Simply as a singer being loud or soft and pursuing dynamics in and of themselves oftentimes doesn't do this. But if we understand how to lighten or add weight to our voice, it's a completely different ballgame. Turn, turn. And even on dance floor, there's this fluid weight. Turn the light. That was buried, but listen to that. That was so cool. There's this sigh that's happening on light, and then they totally, in the background, move it into this metal growl. Turn the light. It's sort of passive. And then the last one is this, turn the light. It's so cool. There's some like boy band runs there. Turn the light. Thing is because they don't take themselves seriously at all of this works so well. It's so fun to listen to. Step getting closer. Step by step getting closer to you. Step by step getting closer to you. Dance, baby, dance. I wanna dance. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna break down the floor. Okay, that section deserves another 100 listens. Let's go back. Getting closer to you. Dance, baby, dance. I wanna. There was that sigh. So, I wanna. The approach to that is just amazing. We have that compressed grid. I wanna. If I'm slowing it down and sort of deconstructing it, that's kind of what's going on vocally. But they're doing it much more aggressively and seamlessly. I wanna dance. It's so difficult to do, especially in the moment with everything else going on. But practicing these kinds of transitions with your voice is fun and adds a lot to your own vocal expression. Those other ones are really high. There's a lot of mouth shape going into why those particular screams are sounding higher in pitch. It's part of it is these are still pitch engaged screams. These are not, the higher ones are not voiceless. So over that part where we have we have that growl, we also have the higher stuff. There's a fundamental pitch that's happening up there, and then the rest is brightened with the mouth shape, because we could do dance, we could do that, or where's my mouth? Dance or dance, dance. Notice how it's not only brighter, but it actually sounds higher in pitch and timbre. So hard to do that percussive. We have to notice the value of production here and the layering of these screams and how they're panned. When you layer the types of sounds we're talking about, there's almost a softness and a consistency that's created in production that you don't hear with someone like myself just screaming into the mic without anything else going on. Of course, part of it is they've got the techniques dialed in really well as well. If you listen really carefully to those layers, it's hard because they're layered, but you can hear little voice cracks, which is giving away the technique that they're using. Listen again. There's that going on at the very beginning. Sometimes they go up to it, sometimes they exit down to it. Let's go back and listen to each one of those snippets there. We've talked about that one. Listen to that one more time. There's almost a W at the beginning. He's setting himself up. So this is he's going into this vocal breakup, the extreme vocal breakup by starting from lower. I'm slowing that down, but that's the idea here. And then big open face, still pitch screamed. Growl. Look at his face. You know, I know it's mimed. That different mouth shape is giving the same source technique a slightly different sound. And if you just make a normal voice and change your mouth shape, you can hear the difference. And that's huge coming up for this next one. Will Ramos helped me a ton with understanding how the tongue can change the sound of the source, of the scream. And this one right here is absolutely, listen to just with a clean voice. You hear this kind of effect on putting your tongue on the side and making it like that. Do that. Be willing to experiment with that first over your clean voice, and then add some sauces to it. Listen again. And then, of course, they've got EQ on it, too. But listen to how I can EQ it just with my mouth. Yeah. Right? I mean, there's a ton going on there, and then I get the tongue involved. So much going on just by moving the tongue around. That's what's going on here. Now there you can hear this cool overtone, and you can practice getting those overtones in your voice by practicing Tuvan throat singing. And as you change your mouth shape and your tongue position and posture, you hear those different overtones start to develop. This is another thing I picked up from Will Ramos. Let's appreciate this section again. So much variety. Almost an R. So much fun. More from Electric Callboy coming on this channel soon. Thank you so much, Will and Elizabeth, and all of you now for joining me on this journey of discovery. Again, if you'd like more help with getting the foundations down so that you can do some of this stuff with your own voice, click the link below and join my free course. You'll see another free course linked down there as well that I did with Will. We'll see you for more.